As long as I can bleed, I have to serve this need. But time will only tear these wounds deeper inside of me. And now I know that I will never leave this place. Trapped here at bay, just another face beneath the I can feel it calling out to me, like it is screaming now. But I don't want it to know that I can't ignore this sound. 'Cause I can feel it pulling me further with every day, until I take my final place within its dark embrace. And so this cold touch is all that I can feel. In this darkness, everything becomes still there. There's a peace to this now, of which I've never known. A fix to a life I'm desperate to atone. Okay, that should be good. Hopefully my mic's fixed this week. Actually using the proper mic and the cheapest arm that I could find, so it's all wobbly, but the audio quality should be better. Unfortunately, I have not got a bigger water bottle, though. So, trying to do things a little bit differently this week. Hopefully it's better. The screen's bigger. Thank you. Right, good. So the mic is good. Screen's bigger, so I can actually see stuff now without squinting. I did look like an 80-year-old trying to read stuff without glasses last time, so hopefully it's all better. And yeah, right, good. So I think we've got one person in here right now, which is Gracie. Hello, Gracie. I hope you're well. I know you're well. I've been talking to you all week. Let me have a look. So, alright. So, yeah, well, to start with, the pre-saves, where are they? There we go. No, that is the wrong thing. I know what I'm doing. So, the pre-saves for Thrown Away have gone live this week. The actual album don't come out till the 4th of September. Everyone on the Patreon. Okay, right. You two, well, I'll do the talking for both of us then. Yes, okay. So, the actual album don't come out to the 4th. When the stream after it comes out, I'll do some more talking about it. But yeah, pre-saves are live now. I don't know how I managed to get into the pre-saves. Spotify only lets you do it if you have 5,000 monthly listeners. Somehow I managed to creep into getting pre-saves before that, so that's great. Yes. Hello, Freddie. Yes, it is your favourite Sonic Shuffle stream. Unfortunately, no Sonic Shuffle this week, but an improved microphone, and I'm going to be watching some trailers and then playing Sonic Adventure with mods. I already tried out the mods. They're interesting. There's a randomization mod that I don't know whether I'm going to turn on or not because it's a bit too unplayable. But anyway, yeah, this is out. Go pre-save it. You can hear Thrown Away now. I'm going to play a track off of this at some point today. People on the Patreon can already hear it. But yeah. Shuffle is a mistake whoever makes them, except for Sonic Shuffle Deaths. I don't actually know who made Sonic Shuffle. I know like Sega obviously published it, but I have no idea who did it. I'm on an incognito browser, so I'm wary on what I'm clicking on. Because I don't want the weird stuff that I look up when I'm not on stream to come up, and that's exactly what's just happened. No, not Sonic Glitch. Why has this got history in it? I shouldn't be doing this. It'd be like Wings when he looked up trans porn by accident. It was made by Sega. Well, that is a bad start to the stream because that's disappointing. Yeah, okay, so this is live. If you care, go save it now. I'll play a song off it later. Hope you like it. It's 3 of them by me. Did the Irreversible mix, Bleeding mix, and the Papa Roach cover. And everyone else is just friends or people I got introduced to through Russian Dark Community. And it's come out really well. I'll go more into it when it actually releases. I think I've said that about 6 times now. But it's essentially really eclectic, and that's what I was hoping for. So that's that. Now, I think the biggest news of the week I'll probably save to the end. There's some trailers that I've been sent that I haven't watched yet. One is, you can see in the tabs up here, so they're no secret. One's the new Bubsy,
which everyone's probably very excited for. And then there's the new Resident Evil, which I will probably have a lot of very irritating opinions on. Gracie, you sent me, or I think the thing that's floating around is like a 25-minute gameplay trailer. Yeah, is this the right trailer? Because this is, if I can get through these ads, this is a shorter gameplay trailer, or is it like the 25-minute one you would recommend watching, or is this one fine? It's the gameplay trailer, but it's only a minute. Okay, so is it worth watching the other one instead then? I'm gonna take that as a 25 is actually substantial. Okay. All right, I'll watch this first, and then so why is okay, right? So I'm trying to interact with the wrong window. So I've got a lot of opinions on Resident Evil, and I've been thinking about how to best say them throughout the week because I knew I was going to be watching this on stream. And I think before I watch it, essentially Resident Evil for me is there's three eras of it. There's Resident Evil 1 all the way up until Code Veronica, and I was like the biggest fan. I was huge. I still got all the books that they did. They did like these. I'll go get them in a minute. I should have had them with me, but they did like novelizations of everything up until Nemesis, because Nemesis was the most recent at the time. And then after Nemesis, they just started making their own stuff, and it was crazy. They're just like junior horror novels. They're like Goosebumps with the Resident Evil characters. They're amazing. Had all the toys, played all like the Exorcist stuff originally with Gaiden on the Game Boy. Love that. Still think that's heavily underrated. And yeah, loved Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 onwards is the middle era where I was still interested in it. I think my main problem with that is I had a GameCube, but for some reason I just didn't play Resident Evil 4. And then Resident Evil 5 was fine. Resident Evil 6 was a joke, and I sort of like started to fall off, and there was all that. It wasn't Umbrella Chronicles. What was the one with Jill? There's two of them. I think it's Jill and some fat guy, and you're running around. I remember there's a beach or something. It was originally on the 3DS, I think, and then it got ported to the Xbox. There's two of them. I can't remember what they're called. Anyone have any idea what I'm talking about? Revelations. Okay, yeah, Revelations. I played both of the Revelations games, I think, and like I was just sort of out by that point. And then 7 onwards, I just haven't. It's not Resident Evil to me anymore, which is my own opinion, which I know is wrong. But yeah, Resident Evil's just changed massively, and I can't figure out what I like about that original era, like that isn't present in the new stuff. So, but yeah, let's check this out.
Anne,
Hi, Mom.
you have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost done, just a sec.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone. Mom.
It's right beside you.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
There was actually a boulder in Resident Evil 1. It was in the sewers, and you were chased by it. It was like an Indiana Jones section. So
Who was it?
You know, I
They
think it
don't-
might have been 2 boulders.
They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude. What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Not a lot of gameplay in this gameplay trailer
Who's
so
coming?
far.
What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
Wait!
Grace, keep moving.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in, Grace.
I don't know if suffocating someone with a plastic
Grace,
bag
look at me.
and
Grab my
slitting their
hands.
throat is
Okay, look at me.
necessary. I think you could have done one or the other there, but
In
you know, it's
and out.
probably liking to
Breathe
like
in.
to explore all avenues. It's good in a killer.
Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace,
Did they actually, oh, so they are remaking Veronica. That would be interesting.
please know that you
I wonder how they do that.
never forget.
The whole thing with
What are you talking about?
Just
I remember his name. Ashford something. Cross-dressing as his
love you
sister.
too.
I think will be quite
Mom, I'm scared.
no. We need to find a
sketchy
way out of here
in
now.
this day and
We
age.
don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Alright, okay. So that was fine. Low shit, to be honest. I know there was a little bit of gameplay in there, but I really hate pre-rendered cutscenes, trailers. I just feel like I might as well not have seen anything. And that did have gameplay in it, but Follow Mum isn't exactly the most riveting gameplay. So, alright, let's watch I won't watch all of the 25-minute thing, but I'll skip through, because I've seen some screenshots of it. And a bird, there's another sort of unkillable tyrant, like zombie thing, looks like a witch with long hair, like following her around. This thing, okay.
Yeah. Let's dance, I guess.
Okay, just this. Let's get rid of that first. I could use my actual thing and it would have an ad blocker, but no, unfortunately I've decided to not do that, so now we need to sit through this. So it started. Alright. Oh my god, I keep trying to interact with the wrong screen. So we got intro cutscene, first person gameplay, third person gameplay, Capcom trailer. Okay, let's jump into the first person gameplay.
Worried about Mum coping at home on her own. About Dad having another fall.
To be honest, the amount of
Country
fucking
cousins
ads that
provi-
that Google's making me watch, I'll be fine with them sending a plastic bag after me. Like, release from the, like, let darling hold my hand advert for the fucking, like, holiday stuff. It's just, I'm hearing that in my sleep at the moment. It's driving me insane. Alright, the advert's gone now. I think it was, like, about old people falling over and, like, the dangerous stairs. Okay, but it's gone, so there's this. Alright.
We're about to get our asses kicked. Read the room.
Hint. Plastic Bag Man would be great right about now. This is... Yeah. Right. No, okay. Oh my god. And a great start to the streaming career. Everyone just tunes in to watch me watch adverts and mute. I'm not even noticing the skip button, so it's my own fault. Alright. It looks like it's still on the RE engine, which is a good engine, at least. But I was thinking about it during the last thing, and I think my problem with the new era of Resident Evil is, since Amnesia came out, years ago now, where you're defenseless and running away from a monster, it's like all horror games just seem to be that now. And, you know, to varying degrees. And I like the more playing as like an action hero aspect that the original games had, like the Stars themes were really cool. But then they went too far with that middle era, with obviously Chris punching a boulder, Chris's goddamn biceps in Resident Evil 5 were ridiculous. And I think the first era was a good middle ground between that, the ridiculous action stuff and the horror stuff. So I keep seeing the name John Cena, but yeah, he is invisible, so I have no idea what he looks like. Let's get in on the joke though. So I'm more interested in the third person stuff in this, which I might skip to. So is the
We're about
third
to get our
person?
asses kicked.
Oh my
Read
god!
the room.
This is. I feel like I've seen that Minecraft movie now. The amount of clips of oh my. All right, great. Watching this again. So about the third person and first person stuff. Is it? Oh my. Right. Is it area specific, or can you switch? Have you got control over it? Do you know? What is why is there like what's fucking Please stop. All right. Oh my god, I've muted. I'm out of control. Unique mechanics for it. So it is a toggle. Okay. Because one of my problems with the new one is the first person stuff. For some reason I really don't. I just associate first person view with more of a power fantasy, and sort of this is more. I find this scarier when it's in third person. Not even scarier. I think, like, if I'm gonna be this defenseless person stumbling around, which looks irritating to be honest. Like, I'd rather have more control over the camera, so this being third person is more attractive to me. And this looks, because I love the RE2 remake, and this does look like it's taking, you know, a lot from that, and then a lot from 7 and 8. But I don't know if I could play, like, what, 16 hours of just... I think that would drive me mental. Oh, it doesn't like the light. Okay. You can turn on ad block in incognito mode, right?
Oh, what the hell was that thing?
I mean, I really should have looked into that before. I might even do it now. So what is the general reception to this like at the moment? Are people quite positive about it, or is it tepid? Because I haven't really heard too many people talking about it since it got announced. It's in, like, the ruins of Raccoon City, right? People are really hyped, okay. Mainly because of the toggle. See, that is what is interesting me. It's impressive their engine can do that, because usually when you have the third person toggle, you have Bethesda's games where you've got a floaty first person and then, like, the worst run animation you can imagine in third person, but this obviously works really well both ways.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking.
Your favourite streamer doesn't like the noises the mic makes. They added the toggle to Resident. They added a toggle to Resident Evil 8. I had no idea. I just remember Resident Evil 8 came out and the memes about the giant goth woman, like, just did my head in. It was everywhere. Like Jamie Lee Curtis at the moment. Right, so now this is just a trailer from before. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It looks like, I don't know. I'm tempted to play Resident Evil 2 on stream at some point, the original, because I just love that game so much. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks fine. I'm not unimpressed, and I'm not like blown away. But yeah, I'll show you the ad block incognito. Can I just put in ad block? Just do it this way. Get ad block now. You can't add incognito or guest mode. Okay, so it's something I have to do later. So, talking to trailers and being impressed, I'm hoping for big things from the Bubsy trailer. So hopefully this is more impressive.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
I'm already way more into this, like instantly, gotta be honest.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about
Self-awareness is a hard thing to do, and the little bit of glitching and distortion is very much up my alley, so like I'm a big fan of that already. That's quite good.
Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D. Now this I like. So, where are we going next?
Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Zoink.
I wonder if that's more moves than that Italian plumber has.
Does it say, like, does this look better than Resident Evil to everyone else? Or is it just me? Because I think this looks really good. I mean, like, and I think everyone probably thinks this looks good, but I have a suspicion that I might be the only one that thinks this looks much better than Resident Evil.
Ooh!
Look at that. You can glide.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Can anyone explain to me why I turn into a hairball now? They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants?
Oh. This looks really good. That shouldn't win me over, but the fact they've got like the crappy old model from the PS1 Bubsy is that's all it takes. That's all I need.
You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby.
When I played Mario Odyssey, I think I played the entire game in the Mario 64 skin, and I can't remember why, but my flatmate came down and he'd already played it, and he played it on like the OLED Switch or something, and I had the basic Switch, and he sort of saw the character model I was playing. He's like, "Why does this look so much worse?" And I was like, "Oh, this is just what the standard Switch version of Odyssey looks like," and I think he believed it. Didn't question me, just walked off. So yeah, I think he thinks the standard Switch version of Odyssey looks like Mario 64.
Sorry, I didn't
stuff.
even know they were still around.
This is great. Look at that. It's on everything, even Epic Store. So that's good. That's good. I'm very excited about that. Can't wait for that. It's probably a game that I won't buy full price, but as soon as it goes on like some kind of Games Pass or like CD keys, probably pick it up then. But the biggest news of the week is obviously King Cobra dying, and I was going back and forth from whether I was going to talk about this, and I want to. Basically, it's I think the thing that I find most interesting about it has been like the reaction to him dying, and I suppose for those that will watch this and are unaware of what a locale is or who he is, he's a locale, and it essentially stands for it's like a cow that you get laughs out of, hence the word lol, LOL, and cow. And they're generally people online, post a lot of their lives online, and they're odd or eccentric or different. And you know, it varies. There's some that get like intensely bullied. There are others that are just observed. Um, Hello, Mum. Okay. I didn't know if you was coming in, so I'm explaining locales, so I guess it's a good idea that I'm doing it. So locales are, yeah, essentially odd people that post a lot of their personality and stuff online, and they get watched by people. Most famous one is Chris Chan, and this is one that I've been following for a while. They're endlessly interesting people, and just how they navigate through life and the choices and decisions that they make, and like the different sort of stuff they come across is just really interesting. I've always been interested in fringe cultures and people, and this is a huge example of that. And anyway, this guy was a locale. He was more of like a rock star locale. He was very into like alternative music, metal music, and like dressing in black and all this stuff. As I have a history of doing myself, and he massive Ozzy Osbourne fan, Cradle of Filth, all this, and he died earlier this week. He was quite young. I think he was 34, and he's been going downhill for a while, but it was still very, very, very surprising about it. His father posted quite an emotional video the same day or the day after, confirming it. And because at first there was a lot of rumors, a lot of people didn't know whether it was real or not. But no, he's come out, and I won't play the video on here because it is genuinely quite sad, and it's not really like the place for it. But the outpouring, like when he was alive, there was a lot of discussions over whether he was a good person or not, and a lot of people were very conflicted. A lot of people did bully him and felt justified in it. And at least for me, I just found him entertaining in all aspects. I didn't really care about the moral aspect of it. But since he died, there's just been a huge outpouring of like support. There's obviously still quite a lot of memes going around about him. This is what he looked like. But yeah, it's just the support for him since he's died has been very surprising for me to see. I think, Gracie, you said there was another locale that died. I hadn't heard of him. For me, this was the first one that I sort of followed, and I've got a video that I want to play of him that is a little bit related to Binary Order and myself. But the one story that I've got with him is I was on a date. I think it might have been like a year and a half ago. I remember it was January, and it was around the time. So he hadn't had any physical contact to a woman, or even really spoken to a woman in about 6 years. And that was his whole thing. He'd always talk about his 6-year dry spell. And then this woman came out of nowhere. Her name was Jessica, and I can't remember how she even came to be. See if I can get a picture of her. Okay, yeah, I suppose that's a picture. So this woman actually looks like a girl that I used to know. I won't say who she is. Why can I not get this picture? Oh, this is a cameo. All right, so there we go. This picture's great. So this woman came out of nowhere, and she was she became his girlfriend basically, and it was a huge thing. He hadn't had like interaction with anyone in years, and I was on this date, and it was online, and everyone knew that she was going to show up, and I was waiting for the girl to show up on the date, and I was checking my phone just out of boredom, and I saw that Cobra had posted the video, a live stream of him and this woman in their flat, and I was so excited to see it, and I was so interested, and I wanted to know what happened. But the moment I saw that live stream, the girl that I was on a date with like showed up. So I'm spending this entire date with a girl more interested and more involved in wanting to see what's happening with Cobra and this absolutely mental woman that showed up, and to the point where I ended up having to say to the girl, like, I'm sorry, but there's this guy called King Cobra who I watch online, and he's a bit mental, and I want to watch this video of this girl showing up. And I think she didn't appreciate that. So King Cobra and my own decisions ruined one of my dates, but I don't regret it. That whole arc was crazy. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, think, what is the time? Before we move on to Sonic Adventure, I want to finish with King Cobra's cover. Yes, she was not thinking that's boyfriend material. It's not the only time I've gone on a date and I've brought up locales, because I watch them. I got through a period where I was watching them so much. I was going on a date and I was like, I've got nothing else to talk about. All I'm doing is watching locale stuff. Like, yeah, do you know who Chris Chan was? Funny enough, actually, I do have another story. I went on a date with one of the girls that originally bullied Chris Chan and got him to drink the Fanta, the infamous Fanta. She brought it up on a date. I can't remember how it came up, but she was like, "Oh yeah, I was on 4chan years ago, and we got an autistic guy to." My mum's in the chat, so I won't go into detail about what the Fanta is, but everyone else knows what the Fanta is, and she was one of it. And I was like, "Oh man, that's pretty crazy." Years later, I'm watching the Chris Chan documentary, and it gets to the Fanta bit, and I was like, "Oh, so that's what she was talking about." Ended up talking to her again, and she was like, "Yeah, I was one of the bullies on 4chan." So small world, small world. But yes, okay. So I'm gonna go get some more water. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the Fanta thing was crazy. She was pretty cool, that girl, actually. So, you know, hidden aspects to all of us. But anyway, this is King Cobra covering Hurt. Annoyingly, it says by Johnny Cash, and it is the Johnny Cash version. But to me, it will always be the Nine Inch Nails version. So this will probably get me blocked or something on YouTube just playing this, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to get some more water and just let this play.
Life is a long and lonely road. Keep on kicking. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will
The thing I really like about this cover is the confidence in his vocals. It's good stuff.
I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts.
The low, like, oh, is a good tactic to get those low notes.
Beneath the stains of time, the feeling disappears. You are someone else.
So it's funny you mentioned the drinking. A lot of people have said his decline recently, where he started drinking more, got people to stop drinking. So, you know, he's a good influence on some people. That was quite a lean back.
I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way.
I didn't realise that he does like Pussycat Dolls style like drops at the end. Like I had no idea he was doing this. He I know you mean drip as in clothes, and not a big fan
This was
of
oddly
that.
fitting.
Oh, this idiot. Anyway, he would wear the same shirt for like months on end sometimes, and he always had that Ozzy Osbourne shirt on. So he was very much like an action figure, where he would only have one set of clothes that he'd always wear. Crazy stuff. There's a few documentaries on him. They vary in quality. The one that this is from is shot really well, but the guy that filmed it was really self-involved. The whole documentary, like majority of the documentary, is just him talking into the camera, even though they went down there to interview him. So it's less about Cobra and more about the guy that filmed it, which was very frustrating. But yeah, definitely check him out. He's gonna leave a mark on internet culture for sure, and he got a facsimile of what he always wanted. So he is famous in some aspects. But yeah, I guess that is a great segue into, if I can get it to pop up. No, I can't. Sonic Adventure. There we go. Look at that. From that, I'm impressed myself by that transition there. Let's see if all these controllers actually work. I don't think they do. That's bad. Where are we? My dogs, or not my dog, but my flatmate's dogs at the door. Would people like to see the dog before we continue? Yeah, I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Huge fan of that game. I like fighting games in general. Right, delete these. No. Let's turn this down. Yeah, the fighting games on Dreamcast are amazing. I used to... trying to get the volume right for this. Marvel vs. Capcom's one of the... Can I delete this? Yes, I can. Marvel vs. Capcom's one of the first fighting games that I remember not playing properly, because that would have been Third Strike on the Dreamcast. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of the first ones I remember putting time into. And my team was Jill, because I love Resident Evil so much. Cable, because all I need to do was press Y and he would just shoot from the other side of the screen, and Juggernaut, he just pressed the triggers. Juggernaut's constantly coming in doing Juggernaut Punch, and I'm just sending zombies and shooting and doing Juggernaut Punch, and people refused to play against me after a while. That was very annoying. Yeah, if I was thinking that if we can figure out some way to do multiplayer on this, I'd easily do some fighting games on here. I'd love to. Right, so let's turn.
Are you saying you can't leave this place?
Turn the music off, or should I keep it on? How's the level of the game compared to me? Yeah, so when I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I initially tried to play as Chris, but he was a zoner, which I think Jill was a zoner as well, but I didn't really know what I was doing back then. But Chris was like a hardcore zoner, and I really don't like being a zoner. I'm more like rushdown characters. I like fast characters that get in your face. And Chris was just stand on the other side of the screen and just shoot, and like really didn't jive with me. Game's a bit quiet. Okay. Let's put that on 50. Alright, if it's still quiet, let me know and I can turn it up.
Use the cannon to move around and avoid attacks.
You know nothing, fool. It's chaos.
So I haven't played this properly probably since like back in the day. There are some mods on it. Christmas mod, which is great. Genuinely quite cool actually. I haven't seen this yet because I hadn't had this loaded when I checked it, and it looks great. But I did watch the opening cutscene yesterday, and the thing about this is it's probably very hard to imagine just how like revolutionary and cool this was, because now like you watch it and you can easily see these are like
just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick.
The randomizer on the focus on it, but like the animation in the car looks awful there, and you can see this is like a tiny little box and there's nothing beyond it. But when I was a kid, like this was like an impossibility. I mean, when I first saw this, it felt like when I saw Jurassic Park for the first time, I couldn't believe it was real. I just thought something like this would never actually exist, and it was crazy. Like even the transparency on Chaos and how he turns into water, it was, I remember this. I remember being so, like, it's just a hard feeling to describe now, because everything's sort of, like, nothing's surprising anymore. And I don't know if it was a mixture of being a kid and just how much video games were changing back then. Like when the bullet shells come out of him, it was, yeah, like that was insane as a kid.
This place, it looks familiar.
One of these doors is the right
Unfortunately, there is not a big honker Sonic mod. I looked far and long for it. But do you want me to turn off the randomizer was worse. I've tried to turn it down. But do you want me to turn off the vocal randomizer? It is very confusing. There's no Sonic Tune mod. There's not as many mods for this as I thought there would be, to be honest. It's like a dedicated website. Oh Jesus, it feels... I've got some like physics and control mod on. They're supposed to improve it, and it feels very fast. Like the jump is insane. Like if I feel like he's reacting to the jump before I press the jump button, it's weird. Alright, okay, I can do this. The one thing I learned from last week is just how bad I am at streaming and playing at the same time. I don't think I really comprehended that that's a skill in any way, shape or form, so it's something that I'm going to focus on here. This jump mod is insane. Speaking of locales, Freddie and Gracie, you're obviously aware of Daniel Larson, and this is related to the Chris Pratt thing. You ever seen that video when Chris Pratt gets thrown out of like a cafe in Canada, and it's... So I was just reading your comment. He gets thrown out of a cafe in Canada, and he runs up to this guy, and he goes to punch him like that, like sort of an autistic wineback, and then the guy in the cafe does the Chris Pratt Sonic thing, like he puts his hand out to his face to stop him. I was watching it last night because I was showing my flatmate some Daniel Larson stuff, and yeah, he does the Chris Pratt stop.
Anyway?
Robotnik sounds different.
Problem?
That voice line actually lined up. And the Christmas mod on this is really nice.
Aye, aye, sir. Will comply.
I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world. Jake!
Oh my! I need to get out of this place.
That might have spoiled a mod that's coming up. I didn't expect that. Right, okay. Can I... How do I talk to these women? I swear you can. Man, whatever mod I've got on for the physics is... Or maybe it's because it's on ice? Playing for... Oh no, they don't. Okay. So I remember they were always here, because they say that. Just my luck, monster fears no platforms. The other problem with this game, as with Sonic Adventure 2 last week, if I really want to sing along to it, and now the mic's fixed, I can. But there's a delay, so the desktop capture, which is the game, is streaming before the video and the audio somehow, and I spent like 6 hours trying to fix it. It's only an OBS, and yeah, there's the sync delay. Did nothing, couldn't fix it. So if I try and sync to this, I'll be out of time, and it sounds like a nightmare. So there's that. Okay, right. So one of the mods is Bikini Bottom to start with, and I couldn't move for a second, but now I can. This is great. There seems to be nothing here, which is cool. So I think this is the exact level taken from Bikini Bottom. No, Battle for Bikini Bottom, that's the one. Why are there no enemies on it? I must have toggled something to just turn off enemies and everything. Like, hopefully I can still progress, because this is entertaining. Oh no, right, okay, I can't touch the water. I think that's how it is in SpongeBob. So speaking of Bikini Bottom, I actually Battle for Bikini Bottom. Yeah, it looks like I can't even. Can I get across there? Jesus.
Is the same as the number of emeralds there are.
So right, there's no enemies on this, so I can't get across it. So unfortunately, let me have a look what I've done. I have no idea what I've done, so I'm just going to have to turn off Jellyfish Fields, because I don't know why it hasn't got any enemies on it. How do I close this down? I wish I could just restart it. Okay. So unfortunately, no Jellyfish Field. But the Patrick thing looked really funny. Let me see if I can figure that out. Let's try it without the randomizer. But yes, Battle for Bikini Bottom. So, which one is it? Where's the date today? 25th of the 8th. So these saves are from tomorrow, somehow. Okay.
Which character?
Let's get him!
I thought I turned the randomizer off. Right, okay. Is it going to load with actual enemies now? No, again, nothing, so I can't progress. Right, let's get rid of... So the randomizer is meant to be turned off, but it's still doing the voice things. It's weird. Alright. One more time. I'm trying to tell my story about Bikini Bottom, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Select a fire.
Alright.
Select your character.
Let's get him!
Okay. That's all correct so far. No enemies. Alright. I have no idea what would have done that. So I'm just going to turn off. It's annoying. That randomizer. Alright, I guess we're going to normal Emerald Coast. But yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom. So my friend was a flatmate. His whole thing was His whole thing was he was only ever going to platinum on the PlayStation 1 game, and he wanted it to be the Dark Souls remake.
Oh, no.
And it was like,
hey, are you all right?
A big thing for him. So his profile would only have this one platinum on it, and he was very proud of it. He went away and he had like the PlayStation Games Pass or whatever it was called, and I was bored, and so I booted it up, and I'm like, oh, Battle for Bikini Bottom's on there. I've never played Battle for Bikini Bottom. I bet it's fun. I'm gonna play that, and I did without even trying. I ended up platinuming it on his profile. Got every single trophy or whatever they're called, but it is trophy on the PlayStation, and it was fine. And while he's out there, he was at TwitchCon at the time, and the whole platinum thing came up, and he was trying to impress someone. So he was like, check out my platinums. I've got Dark Souls, and it's the only one I've got. And he's loaded it up without even looking at it. It's shown the guy there, and obviously the top one has just come out like SpongeBob with Battle for Bikini Bottom. And he was very, very annoyed and very embarrassed. The only two games he had on there was SpongeBob and Dark Souls, and I found that endlessly hilarious that I embarrassed him like that. Okay. But now at least they're enemies now on this level. Pseudogalia, what the hell is that? It's really hard to describe, but like one of the mods I've got on makes this incredibly wobbly. I don't know if it was always like this, but it just feels like I'm controlling a very fast worm. Oh. A very fast, like, hyperactive worm that's like all over the place. Alright. So at least we've got the Knuckles wrap. Alright, okay. Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay, let's try this again. Right, okay, if I... No! It's something with the camera, like it throws me to the side there. Alright, I can do this. I feel like this is Game Grumps gameplay, where they're purposely bad just to get a react. Oh, yeah, like I'm being forced to the side and I have no idea why. I've got like about 60 mods on, so I knew where the Jellyfish Fields one was because it's just called Jellyfish Fields. But figuring out whatever is pushing me to the side there is going to be quite... There we go. Difficult. Alright, I'm still getting pushed. Oh my god. Where's the speed boosts that are usually here?
This area sure has changed after they built this station.
Alright, okay, this is a good start. I can definitely do this time. Funny enough, one of the mods I've got on turns the invisible walls off. But I have no idea how that would affect what I'm doing here. Well, you can see there's some physics thing because I get thrown past that checkpoint rather than like in front of it. Yeah, it's like the speed boosts. Yeah, there's meant to be one there, and it's just gone. And they're gone on the WoW bit as well, so that's going to be really hard to get round.
The tentacle turns red when you hit it.
Alright, okay. Alright, here we go. It's very annoying because that's really, really difficult and it just looks like I need to run forward. So I want everyone to know that what I did was very hard and I should be rewarded for it. Oh, that's impossible. How the fuck am I going to do this? Oh, there's got. Right, if I can maybe hit. Yeah, alright, okay. Yeah. I know that was impressive. That was very difficult. I'm glad that was caught on screen. Because that was hard. Alright, okay, where am I going? My god, the water. Some reason whenever he goes in the water, there's... Well, yeah, I think the orca was big because Sonic is very small. Apparently, Sonic's like 4'9", I think, which is the same height as Danny DeVito. So, if you imagine that, it's, you know, they should make a Danny DeVito mod. I'll be up for that. I'm very impressed by the shoe imprints. Can I go first person? I can. No. Cool. Look at that. Alright. So this is as fast as I can go the moment I touch water. Alright. Okay. Hopefully there's no more bullshit. I am bouncing. I've seen it on stream where you can have like your controller input up, and I think that would be really handy for this to know what I'm actually pressing and what is responding. Oh, this... Okay, right. Come, right, I can do it. There we go. Amy's songs on loop, which is helpful. No. Okay, right. Come on, there it is. Well, now we're at the end. There we go.
I guess there are no emeralds here.
No, but there is an emblem.
Keep pressing the action button to do punch combos.
Oh, I'm getting sleepy. That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
I will make you all pay for this.
This robot is my friend. He helped me.
It's probably impossible to imagine now,
Hero,
but Sonic's exaggerated facial movements when he talks
Don't just
was
aim for the legs, aim for the cockpit.
mind-blowing when I first saw that.
So what do you
Still,
think, Sonic?
I remember
Looks
first
like
seeing that,
Emerald
like, and it was
before
just
Eggman
insane.
Huh? Just remember,
It's like none of the other characters have that crazy face that Sonic does. Like Tails is much more subtle and more. I mean, his ears are still a bit.
Whoops.
really like the Christmas mod, but they have just made some stuff literally textureless. Like, this doesn't look like snow. It just looks like it's got no texture. So, not quite a 10 out of 10 from me. Oh, sorry about that. Is my face... Is he something wrong with his cheeks? Is he hold... I think there's like a holding his breath thing they're trying to do. Alright, okay. I feel great. There's nothing like swimming pools and ocean in summer. I'm just sort of going to leave her to get on with that. Has that, Gracie, has that always been a thing? Has he always... He's not... No, he's not always looked like that. I know he holds his breath underwater, but like they've never... He doesn't usually have like hamster cheeks. That's not always been like that. I refuse to believe that. I put... There's some... No, I don't believe you. There's no way he's always had... You drew Sonic with hamster cheeks in your school diary. What, pray tell? I mean, I used to draw Sonic in my school book, but it's just his head. I know, sometimes I drew his body. It wasn't funny. It's not. It's like... I don't believe that, like, this, like, the cheek, you can see, there's no way that was in the original. If this camera was still like, there's no way. No, do not believe it. You can't convince me otherwise. So I go to the Windy Valley now, from what I remember.
It must get pretty lonely here.
I do like Sonic Adventure 2, but I honestly think it's a downgrade in every way, especially the Dreamcast version, because like on the GameCube version, DX, they had those horrible character models that just looked rubbery, but on the Dreamcast, the character models look better, which is what I'm using at the moment, where they're more proportionally how the classic Sonic was, and I don't like the long-limbed Sonic Adventure 2 character models.
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power. It's power for the people.
We gotta stop this fast.
How to play as Knuckles. Good idea.
Come on, Chaos. Let's find another emerald, shall we?
Hold it right there, creep. You can't get away with this.
It might be, but let's check out the bridge. Well, what about you?
Here I come, Eggman.
Maybe it's just me, but that conversation's kind of hard to follow.
We'll get you back.
So, Robotnik looks a bit different in game. There's a prize for the first person that can figure out who he looks like.
Here's the jet booster. Press and hold the...
His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald.
Okay, you'll see it in this. Unfortunately, it's not in the cutscenes. It's just the character model. There he is.
Are you okay?
See if you can see it when I defeat him. A lot of confidence in that statement.
tentacles twice to destroy it.
See him? Oh no. Right, so there's a weird invisible wall there. That's why this feels so unusual.
What's going on here?
Right, here we go. You should see him here. Hopefully.
Select a memory card.
I think these cutscenes are probably pre-rendered. That's probably why.
E102.
But no, they can't be, because how would they change the audio?
Don't tell me Eggman tricked you again.
Unless just the visuals are pre-rendered.
Defeat me. Destroy the targets, and you'll get extra time. I've got you now, Tails.
I feel like I was left out of that a little bit.
I'll go and deal with this myself.
What, in-game?
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
I thought the mod would just change the model regardless. Because I've got another one for Knuckles. And I'll be interested to see if it does the same thing.
Select a memory card.
Emeralds?
The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds. Chaos's strength increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald.
Keep trying until you get the high score. Good luck.
Sonic, help!
These are for you, my friend.
Okay, so that was cool. One aspect of this game that I really like as well is in these open world, there's not a lot of it, but like for example this is Tails' little house, and I think this is the only time you have to interact with it. I can't remember where I have to put this. Oh no, this is just for the Chow Garden, isn't it? Oh no, you have to use it over there. But anyway, so this model of his little plane house is actually used in a cutscene later. It's when they take off to go after the air carrier, and the trees go down like the Thunderbirds thing. You can actually see it there. Oh, you can see the runway. It's really cool. But yeah, just having like his little house and his little base and stuff. And there's a bit with the Echidna tribe. You can go to like the ruins. It looks really cool. It's an unlock key. Oh, it's over there now. I think I remember where you have to use this. It's like, oh, this is for Windy Valley. Okay. I remember you have to use it over here somewhere. No. Starting to realise that I don't actually know where to use it. Oh, there we go. Just as I say something. Found it, okay. Can I? No. Come on. Good job that was right outside Tails' house. Alright. So I know you fight one of the chaoses down here, but I just want to have a look around. Again, that cheek thing. Is it still... It's not. That's not right. I think Knuckles interacts with all this, doesn't he? I remember there being some kind of like... Maybe it's later. I remember there's like a Chow Garden door over there somewhere. Screw it. Oh, it's to dig with knuckles for the emblems. Okay. Right. Okay. Off we go to Windy Valley. So a lot of the mods, oh jeez, right. A lot of the mods I was seeing were like they turned the levels into the auto demo version. I don't even know what that meant. I know what an auto demo is, but I don't think there's any difference. I should have installed them to find out. Alright, these physics really throwing me around.
I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully.
Alright. Every now and then, I sort of plant on the floor and I can't move. It's very fortunate that this trampoline survived inside this tornado. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Speedrunner, basically, at this point. I might be going a bit too far.
Hey, I did it!
Not the response I would have used personally. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, no spin dash this time. We can actually stay on the... I always like these little rockets. Don't know why. Found them satisfying. In an almost eldritch way. Oh, I forgot all the speed pads. I think one of the mods I've got on gets rid of the speed pads and just makes Sonic faster in general. And so you don't need the speed pads. You can just build momentum naturally, which is a good idea, but I don't know how to convey with words how bad it is in execution. Right, okay, I feel maybe that spring did not send me to where I was meant to go. It's fine, we'll just fall endlessly. Am I actually moving? What's going on?
You don't have a memory card set.
Oh my god. Right, okay. Right. Just get on and then up. No, no. Fuck you now. Time. Okay. I said I was going to play a song from that remix EP album. I think I'll do that at the end. Actually, I was going to do it before I start playing, but I obviously forgot because I went straight in from the King Cobra karaoke. Okay. No, I've done the exact same thing. It's not the exact same thing, it's actually slightly worse than before, which is the progression that we all want to see. Okay, right. Now this... Oh my god. I don't know what I've got to turn off to fix that. That's just... Oh. Right. One of these.
I will return.
So I think it's something called better physics that I have on. So let's get this turned off. And see without better physics whether it actually works or not. Is the mouse? Okay.
Sonic teeth.
Okay.
Why don't you give up?
Tails, we gotta land on the egg carrier.
I'd like to get the isolated audio of Robotnik saying that, because I think that would be a good alarm for the morning. Hearing him say, "Why don't you give up?" first thing. I used to, back in the day, I can't remember what it was an iPhone or something, and when you set the alarm, you could make it say something to you in a robot voice. It would be like, "Good morning, wake up," or something like that. And I had it to just insult me. It was like, "You are worthless and you will do nothing with your day," something like that. And I found it hilarious. Just being woke up to this little robot and it got me every morning. And I remember I told someone, I was at a friend's house, and it was me, this one guy, and this girl. They didn't like me anyway. Surprise, surprise. And I told him about this, and she just went mental. She was like, "What's wrong with you? Why would you do something like that? It's just like, well, you're destroying your life. You're like just getting constant negative energy." And it's like, it's just this little robot voice just having a go at me every morning. It's funny. But yeah, she was not happy. The physics do feel better now. They feel weird now. Oh, for fuck's sake. They feel better. I'm worse. So this is why I need that little robot voice telling me I'm awful every morning. Just you know, who's that fight against? I can play Sonic Adventure properly. Right, the speed, I can't see the speed pads yet. I'm not sure if they're meant to be there. Okay.
Destroy the Sonic turret.
Can I? Let's keep going.
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power. It's power for the people.
Rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather.
It's very hard to not use the word "sing" lightly along to the knuckle grab. Right. Okay, is this going to work properly this time? I think it is. I still don't see any speed pads, which is... Do I... How the... God. How do I do this? Alright. Like that, apparently. There's... Okay, so the speed... It was better physics. And it probably was, how I said, that just made you insanely fast and just turned the pads off, which is a good idea, but it just didn't work in execution. I would have kept it on, but it was just making that section unplayable. I feel like I'm going too slow now. Alright, cool. Come on. There we go. Right, okay, we've actually got past that now. It definitely feels too slow now. This feels like pedestrian. Come on. Here we go. No, oh. The weird thing, like, with What's the new Sonic? I can't even remember what it was called. Sonic Argos or something awful. The one when you're just in like a Unity asset green area and they've just got rails just hanging in the sky. Like I hate the look of it. The game weren't too bad to play, but I hate the look of it. I ended up finishing it because it was decent to play. It's actually not too far off some of the stuff in this, where it has just got like platforms just in the sky, but there's just all it was missing was like a distinct look. If the platforms didn't look just like grey rails just hanging about in the middle of nowhere, I would have been a lot more favourable to it. Yeah, this game, I mean, this not only does this game have a better aesthetic, this game has an aesthetic. Yeah, I mean, the camera was a big thing back in the day, and I remember not understanding what everyone's problem was with it. And even now it's not too bad, especially on these open areas, but the moment you get into like anything enclosed, I know it's going to be awful. I can't remember where I've got to go. Okay, right. Probably to the sea. This whole ramshack bit really reminds me of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, if you ever played that. I actually really like that game, especially the first one. Second one, not so much. What, in that area, or as you got on the train to go back? This exact spot. Well, let's see if I can survive. What version was he playing on? Is it the? Must have been the downloadable one, right? Talking to the Safari guy. Ah. Well, he let me live. Okay. Is... No, where is she? That's the golden KO egg, I remember that. Because this is why I like the open world as well. There's like little things to do in it, and there's all this stuff. I can't go first person in here, it's a shame. That would have been a good mod, first person anywhere. I think there was something like that. It was called like Meme Maker. It was like 3K. There he is. This is what I'm looking for. This guy. I wish I could take him with me. See, this dude's great. Alright, is Twinkle Park open? Can we go to Twinkle Park with this guy? I don't think so. Is it a casino bit now? Can I take him to the Chow Garden? Oh no, guys. Oh, what's this? Ah, the black market. Yes, Sonic is right in his crutch, but you know, I mean, is there a better way to carry a stiff man? I don't think so. I've never found a better way, personally, so I don't see a problem with the execution. Okay, right. Now to play the game properly. Where the fuck do I go now? It's been run over by like low poly sports cars. I think. Let's talk to this red man. What's up with that girl? She's been standing all day. She's staring into the workshop. Oh, is this a bit of Amy? Oh, actually, I think I'll get my first power up. No. Thought I might not be able to get out for a second there. Yeah, so like the camera here is bad. There we go. He's a light dash boots.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration deleted.
Very similar voice to the alarm clock I had. Okay, great. I always hated how long this takes to charge up. Because it slows down the pace of the gameplay. They did fix that in the second one. There's that guy. Oh, hang on. I need it. I got so close to time. I'm totally in love. So I'll probably use the light. Oh, I know where I've got to go now. So you go, I think it's upstairs, and there's a, yes.
Ready? Go!
Oh no, the fucking camera angle changed on me. Alright, I can do it, I can do it.
Ready? Go!
That's not, I don't even know how that was possible. Okay. Right. One more. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh. Okay, right, got it. We're in here. I can't even remember what this is. Do I even need this?
Come here, my hungry pet.
That's not really very helpful, but you know, I can deal with it. Right, and is it? Yes, it is out here, and it goes to the casino.
I guess you weren't expecting that, were you?
Ready? Go!
We're in. Another thing I really like about this game over 2 is the Knuckles levels. For some reason, I can't remember how they do the crystal system in this. I know it's different, and I don't know if that's the only thing that's different, but I much prefer the Knuckles hunting levels in this to Sonic Adventure 2. I think like the levels probably just smaller, better design. Yes, the audio changes every time there's a new scene, it's a new song, but it's good though, you know, it's like constantly mixing it up. Okay. Alright, let's get on. I remember you have to collect a load of rings and a big hand shakes you. Is it down here? Yeah, okay, you need to deposit. That's it. Alright. It's a good start. We have 7. Okay, 7. Alright. See if we can get some more. I think I need to get, is it 1,000 or I don't know. I'll figure it out. Speaking of locales from earlier, there's one called Only Use Me Blade. I don't know if you guys are aware of him. He's like a famous alcoholic one. He was friends with Keemstar, if you know who that is. And he always says, I'll figure it out. And I didn't realise until watching it, I always say that as well. And it's his catchphrase. So I need to be careful not to say that because I don't need the same catchphrase as a locale. There's nice relaxing music for pinball. Also the last appearance of Good Nights before the terrible Wii port. I suppose there was some decent night stuff from some of the crossover games. Oh my god, this music does make this pinball very boring. I didn't realise how fucking slow it was. Actually, I need to pause it. Pokemon pinball starting a gambling addiction. Well, it's another locale, Bossman Jack. He's the new one I've gotten into. I don't know if anyone's aware of him, but he's a streamer that's got a gambling addiction, and he's just mental. I watched I think it was a 5-hour documentary on him last Sunday, or maybe across 2 days, last Saturday and Sunday, and it was gripping. I can link it for anyone interested in it. Oh. Is Pokemon Pinball, is that the Game Boy Advanced one? Right, I've Unball. I've got one pair as well, which, you know, that's good. Soft Jazz is not making this more exciting. Okay, right, we're in the crazy area now. He's about to get wild. Oh, yeah, you can see, just as I said, a pair. Okay, that's great. In all seriousness, I love this. I always thought this was so fucking cool. I need to replay Nights. I never had it when I was a kid. I only ever had Christmas Nights, which, if you're not aware, is just a Christmas version of the first level, not the whole game. And I think I did rent. I definitely played the full game, but I never finished it. And I remember loving it. It might be one worth doing on stream, actually, because I could probably do it in one day. One of the things that's made me want to start streaming is there was a game I was playing last year. It's a fan mod of one of my favourite games. And it's like a Christmas fan mod of one of my favourite games. And while I was playing it, I had so much to say about it and so many opinions. And I was like, this would be... And no one streamed it, because I was looking online for it, and it's incredibly buggy and very funny. And I'm going to be doing it this Christmas if I'm still streaming at that point. I'm quite excited for it. Right, we are. It is losing its appeal after 3 times in a row. I have to admit. I'm realizing now these rings aren't animated either. All right, let's not go. Oh my fucking god! Am I actually getting anything for doing this? Am I getting rings? I'm not doing it on purpose. You can't do it on purpose. It's pinball. Right, let's try. There we go. Different attempt. Don't set me up there again. I want to do that again. Okay, great. I think this is when you go into the garden, and it's really cool. Here it is. Back when Sega actually had an identity and properties. My first, actually this is a story I was going to tell. My very first proper job, kind of first proper job, was working for Sega as a QA tester. And I was a huge Sega fan at that point. Working there's a lot of stories from it. Killed not only my love for Sega, but my love for video games in general. Just seeing what the industry was like from the inside and the kind of people there's a lot of stories I could tell. But on my very first day, it was just before Sonic Generation. It was like 6 months, maybe 3 months before Sonic Generations was coming out. It was announced. I was still, as I said, like a massive Sonic fanboy. I was really excited for it. And there was this one guy testing it. He was a prick, but the story's not about him. But he was the only one testing it in the on the shift that I was on, and I started with this other guy, and because we were QA, they would just pull us in off the street. No qualifications. I mean, you didn't have to have qualifications. Didn't matter what background you was on, age, race, gender, sex, or anything. They were just like people, just get people in just to test this, because it was just a numbers game. Because it was just a quality, a QA department. There was no devs in there, so they'd be in dev house. They'd have their own QA in house, but we were just an organ grinder, essentially. Just it was QA and translation, and they just wanted as many people in there as possible because it looked good. for the other people, it was like, oh, we've got 50 people testing this. Doesn't matter if they're like idiots and they can't even like turn the console on that they're using. They're testing it, and that's all they cared about. And so I started the same day with this other guy, and it was, you know, you're working on stuff that hasn't even been released yet, and they make you sign an NDA, and it's really obvious that, you know, it's a workplace, and even though these are video games that are around, these like people are working, you can't just walk up and like start playing someone else's game. But that's exactly what this guy did that I started the same day with. He walked up to the one guy that was working on Sonic Generations. It was during break. It was so stupid. And so he'd obviously like moved away from his desk. And the guy that I started with just walked up to his desk, just picked his controller up and just started playing the game. So the guy that was testing came back from lunch, because we all came back around the same time. This guy's just sitting there just playing Sonic Generations. And it was funny, but it shouldn't be. He was like trying to be confrontational, but he was really scared of being confrontational. And the guy that was playing on his computer was like this quite jacked up, big, aggressive dude that was very confrontational, and he wasn't afraid. And so he's come over and he's like, oh, excuse me, you can't be on this. And he was like, oh, I'll be off it in a minute. And he was like, no, well, you have to get off now. And he was like, no, I don't. And all this stuff, and it was, yeah, he got fired the same day. It was just crazy to see. Just, like, it's not so much ego, it's just ignorance. Like, it's obvious that you can't do that. And his whole thing was like, oh, I'm only doing it for a second, and you weren't here. And it's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, it's fucking crazy. I always think of that when I think of Sonic Generations, even though that game actually came out really, really well. Because I wanted to do it. That was the problem. Because I saw him playing it, and I remember I walked in, he was on Crisis City, and that was one of the levels I was really excited about, because it was, you know, they were redoing a bad Sonic game in a good Sonic engine. This is going on forever now. I think I might just let myself die so I can collect the rings. But yeah, I wanted to play it, so I was like, a part of me was like, well, if he's allowed to like just pick it up, like, well, why can't I do it? And I knew I couldn't, so a part of me was happy when he got in trouble, because it was like, yeah, if I can't fucking play this, like, no one else can. But yeah, I won't say it was awful. Why do things at the top look and feel like Yu-Gi-Oh cards? They basically are. I'm going to let myself fall out now, because we are just going around in circles. I knew a lady that came into work and watched SNL clips and then filed a complaint for me taking fruit out of the fruit basket. I mean, was it like fake fruit? Because if it was plastic fruit, I would probably complain about that as well. If I was working with someone that ate a plastic banana, I wouldn't enjoy that personally. So I'm kind of on her side, really, because it is weird to eat plastic bananas. And I've been to Germany twice, and I know that's not normal over there, so I know that's probably just a you thing rather than a her thing. But, you know. Right, let's actually fall out. What if I only needed 100? Oh my god. I've got too many balls. Alright, can we... Oh, this is like going on forever. Right, how many... There was probably more to this level, but I think I did it all just in the Knights game. Can I get up? No, I can't get up there yet, so I do... It's probably 500 that I need. Right, okay, we're still doing this. What is in the wafer room? Oh, this is the shower, isn't it? Yes. You know, there's no GIF of this. I was talking to someone once, and something about Sonic showering came up in conversation. I think I was on a date again, which is the only place like something like that would come up for me. And I really wanted to send her a GIF of Sonic showering, but a GIF of Sonic doing this doesn't exist. Well, at least I couldn't find one. I was very annoyed, and we had to sit in silence for about, I think it was like 17 minutes while I like desperately searched. In the end, I just got a YouTube clip up of it and showed her it, and she was quite impressed, I feel. Yeah. Alright, what is this one? Fucking, I'm not doing this again. There's got to be more. There is more to this than the Knights pinball game. I know there is. I'm just like, let's fall out. See, you're right. Ginkgo Pete. I'm trying to make an effort not to call you by your real name because you know it's your alias, like James Bond. But yeah, I'm sure that's how you wooed Gracie with Sonic. Okay, right. Okay, we're down here now. I can get some rings. Fuck, maybe not. Jesus Christ, what's going on? That was absolutely not my fault. The homing there just didn't work. What is happening there? Something's going on with his jumping, right. There we go. You didn't woo me as Sonic because I'm not a lady. For non-binary people, you have to talk about wrestling. But what kind of wrestling, though? Like old Hogan wrestling, like the 80s, because that was cool, and the 90s was cool. But wrestling's lame now. Because they're not characters anymore. I like wrestlers when they were like, you know, Rando Man, Savage Man, and, you know, Big Box Boy, and 24 slices of real American cheese. Like those kind of wrestlers, they were the best ones. Kenny Omega's pretty cool, actually. I do know him. Because my flatmate still... Oh god, there goes all my rings while I'm down here. My flatmate still watches it, and I know there's AEW, and obviously WWE. Is AEW the indie stuff, or is there something else? Because I know there was ECW back in the day. There was one time when I liked wrestling, but I used to just like the character creator, and I'd just make myself in the character creator, and then I actually play the game and be like, right, I'm done with this. That was £40 well spent. AEW. Oh, you actually went to... I watched that. Yeah, my flatmate paid for the pay-per-view, and I actually had a really good time with it. I actually really enjoyed that. You went to that. Did you go with Gracie then? Okay. I know, like, I'm very ignorant to wrestling, but AEW seems it's got the same thing that WWE has that doesn't appeal to me. Like, I like it when it's ridiculous and when it's over the top and when it's stupid, and when like the characters are crazy. And AEW, and they seem like they're going for a more grounded approach with everything they're doing now, which is cool. For, like, if you're into it, but even if they did do really ridiculous stuff, like, I still probably wouldn't watch it. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I do find it cool. I don't dislike it. Why did it annoy you that the rings turn into coins? Because they're currency. They're just being like melded down into a different shape. It's like when you told me that when you was wrong, by the way, that meatballs you thought were just minced meat, but in a ball shape, which is wrong. They're actually two different things. It's like the opposite of this situation.
You must stop, Beta.
Okay.
This way.
How to play as Knuckles.
So, what stage do you want to play?
Options. You can customize
It's
various
a
options.
cutscene that's
Chow
actually quite
absorb
funny.
other animals' characteristics. They also learn special skills.
What way do you want to play? Options. Okay, it's not really a choice there, Towels, but let's see what we can do. Alright, so I'm gonna get to the next level, and then I'm gonna play the song that I promised, and then that'll probably be the end of the stream. Yeah, that's the thing about the Japanese wrestling. I know Kenny Omega went over there. I watched the documentary on it. That was really interesting. It was really interesting, but it kind of had like a homoerotic edge to it that I thought was planted. Like, it was Kenny Omega, and he went to Japan, and there was like a tag team Japanese guy that he was wrestling with, and the documentary I was watching kept sort of like implying that they were lovers, and it's like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess you can say wrestling's pretty gay, but I don't think Kenny Omega and his wrestling partner were. Yeah, Kota Ibushi, whatever his name is, and the documentary was like they loved each other in the ring and maybe out of the ring, and it's like, I don't think that I don't think they did, and like, you know, it's probably fine, but that's not what, you know, this is about. It's about his career. Oh, Kenny actually started the rumors that they were gay himself. Well, I mean, like, I wonder what what's his name, Kobito Momito, thought about that, because if I was Obito Hanushi, I wouldn't be happy personally. Well, then maybe I would be. I don't know. Depends. Like, if it sells more action figures, I'd be happy with it. The Golden Lovers, that was it. Yeah, that's what it was going for. They were called the Golden Lovers, and maybe the Golden Touchers, or something like that. And I'm like, where's this? I think, like, yeah, I wasn't sober at the time, and it sort of just came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, right, I didn't realise. Okay, this is a different documentary to what I thought I was watching. I don't know where I've got to go now. Let's talk to this man, actually. Speaking of wrestlers, I'm sure everyone's got different opinions on Hulk Hogan. I want to get into the politics of it. But when I was a kid, I always found it quite funny that I didn't watch wrestling. I didn't grow up with wrestling. But I still had Hulk Hogan memorabilia. I had a Hasbro Hulk Hogan toy, and it's the one when his hands are like that. And you pull it apart, and his hands go like that. What, Hulk Hogan's downstairs? You think he's dead, Gracie? Don't. If he is downstairs, that's a problem. Can you just hear him like bellowing through the halls? Yeah, did have quite a voice on him. But yeah, I had a toy of him. I had a lot of toys. I didn't know what it was. I had an Admiral Akbar toy, and I know that's a meme now, but I actually had it. And as a kid, I never saw Star Wars, so I just had this weird, like, presentable looking fishman toy. It was great. Used to play, you know, with it. Okay, where are we going? I don't know why I'm trying to find my way to the level to end stream. Was Michael Schumacher a racist? I didn't know that. I thought he was a racer. Maybe it's the same thing these days. What did Big say to me? I wasn't even listening. Sorry, Big.
Same place,
Frog.
different day.
Not what was it talking about? Oh, it's a joke about racing. Okay. See, that was quite multi-layered. So I didn't get it. You're gonna have to, like, dumb stuff down, I think. Well, not dumb stuff down, because that makes it sound like stupid. Maybe stupefy? You know, like the Disturbed song. Okay. What level is next? Is it Twinkle Park? Or maybe you'll go back to, like, the Windy Forest? So I'm trying to talk to chat, and my husband's adventure is probably at the Mystic Ruins. Okay. Right, okay, so we do need to go to the Mystic Ruins. I'll get to the Mystic Ruins, and then I will stop. There you go, that's that big hole I thought was there. I knew there was a big hole. It was just hiding because it wasn't a hole yet. And I was looking for a hole, so that was the problem I was having. But it's there now. Okay, great. There you go, wait. Oh, yes, the snow level. With the music I love that I won't be able to hear because I've got nonsense mode on. So that's great. Okay. That's the funnest blue crystal. Alright guys, I'm going to find this blue crystal next week. So, that's it for today. Let's line this song up. Where are we? Which one? I'm gonna grab that one. All right, let's do it. Does that still play? It does still play the music. So let's get rid of that. So what are... Oh, God. I pressed something. It's all gone wrong. A lot of the blue crystal in my neighbourhood. Don't get... Yeah. There's a lot of that in Berlin, actually. We went to... Just quickly. We went to an industrial underground club. Amazing aesthetic in there called Trezor. That's quite a story. But I'm going now, so there's no time for it. Just a guy outside, just walking around like drugs, just saying that over and over and over again. And it's like, all right, cool, man. You don't need to be... No subtlety needed here, clearly. Okay, cool. That just loads up. I didn't think it would. All right, guys. Thanks. What if I do like that? I can, and then I'll just put that into the middle. And then put that full screen. So kind of giving away what song is going to be playing, but it doesn't matter. All right, guys, thanks for showing up. Hopefully you like this remix. It's one of the... I don't know. I don't really like to talk about the individual remixes because I feel like I'm unpraising the ones I'm not talking about. But this one was made by a really cool guy, and it's come out really, really well. And I hope you like it. So, goodbye.